Welcome to the Dobsonian Power Saturday night sessions. Let's check the sound first to see if everything is alright. Let me check. Because I'm testing stuff with the hardware, and usually at the beginning of the streaming is when the problems pop. How's the sound? Sounds good? Okay. If you notice something weird with the sound, tell me, because I changed again one thing that I changed here with the cores of the PC and okay, good. I think it's good. Okay, if you notice something weird, please tell me. Okay, we have outside the 12-inch Dobsonian, this telescope, huge telescope over the equatorial platform, the geoptic equatorial platform with a ZWO and with the stairs on the Nexus. I have good information for you about this optical or this imaging train. The information I'm going to give you right now is benefiting especially people with stairs on the Nexus, then people that use filters with a telescope, especially with Newtonians, but it can be useful also to people that use other telescopes. I'll talk about that right now. First, let me tell you that we are going to watch the sky live as usually. I don't know yet the object. I have an idea of a rare and very beautiful object that I never captured with this setup, with stars on the Nexus. It's the Kiss Nebula, and it's a beautiful nebula and very rare and difficult, very hard to capture. That's why you don't see it often all over the place. Meanwhile, let me check the chat. Abiosis. Hello, Alina, welcome back. Audio is out of sync. Well, sometimes it happens at the beginning of the streaming. Maybe you can reload the page because it's possible that it's not from me. I don't know. Let me check again. If my from YouTube I see everything. No, it's fine with me. Hello, Abiosis. Dobsonian Power. This is what we are going to have today.
Dobsonian Power.
We also will see later in the stream some community pictures that I still have from the previous wave of pictures that I'll receive by email. From now you know that I don't accept anymore from email, but you can post it on Discord, our new server. Join us because it's very funny.
Community pictures.
Of course, we will be talking about that later also, and we will be showing pictures, not today from Discord, but we'll show some stuff, very important stuff from questions that you made there. We are also watching the sky from the south of Europe. Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude Bortle 5. Now let me check if Twitter, I think it's fixed already and we are streaming to Twitter. But let me open Twitter to see if everything is fine now. You see why I don't want to complicate the setups and stuff. I have a lot of things to deal with already, with hardware and software, live streaming issues. Yes, we are streaming live to Twitter. Nice. And to Facebook also, and to Twitch. All over the world. Now, what I want to tell you first, and it's very good information, is about those donuts or halos, whatever you want to call them, that you saw when I point the telescope to a very bright star like, I don't know, Sirius, Alnitak, those stars that are super bright. We point a Newtonian to those telescopes, and with a focal reducer, in this case I'm using a Nexus. It's a focal reducer and coma corrector, and the focal reducer boosts the brightness, and with a filter that I have, it's a Bader neodymium filter. It doesn't matter the filter, it matters the position of the filter in the imaging train that can introduce some aberrations or artifacts. Those artifacts are the donut, which means it's the primary mirror reflection that is being reflected somewhere inside the imaging train. Right. So what I did, and it's usually a problem that often people ask about, and actually someone asked recently in Discord about this, and I said you have to change trial and error to change the position of the filter, because usually it's a filter that introduces those reflections. What I did was change the things. I will show you in an image, because it worked very well. Remember the last live streams that when I pointed to bright stars to focus, or to the Horsehead Nebula with Alnitak, very bright. Remember that we had those artifacts, okay? So what I did was, let me open the, with paint, it's better. Hold on, change this. So what we have today there is this. I changed, let me adjust this a bit. How can I zoom? I can't. Okay. This is the Nexus. This is very useful information, and usually, I don't know why, people don't talk too much about this. Here is where Nexus hit the focuser. The focuser will be covering the Nexus like this. This is Nexus here, until here. See? This is the filter. In this case, it's the Bader neodymium. This small thing, it's the filter. This is a, this is a spacer. This is a spacer here, Nexus end here, with a thread. This is a spacer here. This is a filter. This is another spacer, and this is the adapter, the M48 to M42 to fit the camera. Okay. So what happened is that I had like this. I had one spacer here. Let me take this. Before I have the Nexus, and I have one spacer here, and then the filter here. I changed the filter to the middle, and instead of one big spacer, I replaced it with these two spacers, 1 and 2. So the filter is right here at the middle, and this new positioning of the, or placement of the filter, got the result of no artifacts. So this is the information that I want to give to you. This works also with any focal reducer, so it's important for you to know that a filter, positioning the filter in different places, will impact the existence or no of those artifacts, the donuts. And you will see now when I focus the telescope. Now let me open SharpCap to connect the telescope. Now the sky, I like very much how the sky is today, but wind. So the wind with large telescopes, it's cumbersome. Let's see if we get lucky and have not strong wind. ZWO 294 opening. Hi Marcin. Yes, Alina, refresh it. Now it's fine. Loquazar, likes, please. From Twitch. Dobsonian power in Twitch also.
Dobsonian power.
Hello team. To your picture, it may help some people. The horse head. That tweak to clean the noise. And it's for free. Bartek. Dobsonian power. Hello Madziv. Antonio Cortez. Okay, Douglas. Hello, good evening. Okay, let's connect the platform right away and point to a bright star.
Start hopping.
Sirius. You see what I was talking about? The ones that followed the last live streams can testify this, that we had a bright donut. This is out of focus now. I will focus. And tonight, no donut, a perfect star. Let me focus this. With this, I will focus with, I have an autofocuser and I will use this remote, a simple remote, to focus the star. Just a tweak. Of course, when I changed the spacers, I was careful to let everything at the same distance. Fortunately, I have loads of spacers here. Look how perfect is Sirius. Now, we have a huge problem today, a challenge with the wind. You notice sometimes this shake, it's because of the wind. It's getting stronger. I don't know. Let me check the satellite. Of course, if it's not one thing, it's the other. Now the weather is fine. The sky is with a good transparency. No dust. One thing that I checked here, and it's it match what we are getting tonight. You see, when we have no dust, completely clean, it's all contained. Here is Africa, here the continent. It's stuck here, the dust. This website is very important, very, very important from people of the south of Europe mainly, but when the dust gets into Europe, it's very important to identify, because it helps to identify the problems with the images, and it's not the camera, it's not the filter, it's the dust sometimes. So tonight we have a clean, very nice night, but we have the wind. Let me check. The wind tonight is our challenge. That's why I prefer to point south. You see so strong it is? Look at this. We want blue. Green is strong, but yellow is super strong, or orange. We are here in this dot, no? So we still have wind from the north. So pointing to south, it's where I want to point. It helps to counteract the impact of the wind. Let me check in 2 hours. It's a bit better, so not too much. So it tends to get better, not worse. Okay, good. Sun, satellite. No clouds here. They are all in the ocean. Okay, good. This is done. This is focused. Let me check again. Sirius. How beautiful it is, Sirius. Look at this brightness, this powerful star, showing us the power of the 12-inch, very well collimated, everything perfect. Look at this bluish. It's amazing. You see, this movement of the stars is reflecting the intensity of the wind that we have outside. You see, always something. But pointing south, as it is now, this is at south, more or less. Pointing south, as the wind is coming from north, it will not mess so much with a large Dobsonian. So now I will open Stellarium. And you see, south here. This is south. We have at south the Orion. Orion constellation here. Okay, let me take this and place the bookmarks. Highlight bookmarks. Don't check the video if you use Stellarium. Check the video, the Friday's video yesterday, because it will help you to upgrade everything here to watch the comet. By the way, the comet, oops, like this. By the way, the comet will be next week. On Friday we will start covering the comet. It will begin there. That time starting to be brighter and closer to Earth, and the 1st of February at night, the night from the 1st to the 2nd of February will be the peak, the great point of observation, the great moment. But we will be covering in advance from Friday. If we have I think we have a good forecast for now. So far it's good. So if it's still like this, it will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then Monday, Tuesday. I will be streaming all the nights to be connected with the comet. You can expect that. So let's see, we have here, where's the Kiss Nebula? Okay, it's slow in the south, it's very at south. It's called also Albino Butterfly Nebula, Burning Ember Nebula, Bat Nebula, Kiss Nebula, Little Lips Nebula, and the official name for the catalog or designation is NGC 2440. And then the other catalogs, PGC, PK. Okay. So to point here, it's hard to point also to Star Hope this, but I have Sirius here at the right to help me. Let's see the tail rad. So I will point the tail like this at a 45 degrees angle to Sirius. Binary line here. Okay. And then I'm repeating this not only for you but also for myself. When I'm outside I remember all that I said here. So I make 45 degrees more or less, and then one tail rad tangent, 2, 3, 4, it's difficult, and a bit. The more tail rads I have to move, the more it will be out of position. But okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bit. If I can see these two stars below, maybe I'm lucky. It will be 1, 2 tail rods and a bit to the star of the right. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. You see, I'm training my brain to, when I go star hopping now, I'm training my brain to identify an imaginary triangle here, one line here, and another here. You see a triangle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's easier for me to star hope if I can see these stars. Okay, let's see. Let's try it. Let's try it. Hold on. Look, I have no idea if we can watch this nebula. It may be there. It may be this. I don't know. Let's play it solve to check. It's very, very hard. Okay, control. Here it is, the telescope. Over the nebula. This will be tiny, tiny, tiny. We'll have to zoom. Now plate solve. You see the wind? Much wind, too much wind. Okay. Plate solve. Yes, it should be that. No. I have to point a bit more down and to the left to be here. So, one screen at the left and one down. Let me see a pattern of stars to recognize. We have here a bunch of them. we have like what's the name of this geometric? Whoops. Let me check the translator. Like a losange, a diamond. Diamond, okay. Of stars, if I can see them. Where is it? Here, a tiny one. And we have a big star right near the nebula. Okay. Okay. Let's readjust this. Look at the wind. Please tell me that the wind will not blow our party. Let me play to solve again because I'm not sure what I did. Hold on. I will do short exposures. Of course, because of the wind. First, let's try to find it. Now I have to go down. Should be there, okay. I think it could be, yes, it's this. This is the nebula. I will try to center a bit better because we will have problems with the wind. Well, actually, look at the wind. It's incredible. Okay, let's be patient. Well, actually, I will not. I will leave it like this. I will try 4-second exposures. I'm sure this is the nebula, I don't need to play it solve. Look, even without stacking. You see the nebula? This is the nebula, the Kiss Nebula. You can see the around the star here. This is the Kiss Nebula, without stacking, without doing anything, completely in real time. This can be beautiful. Let's see if we can do it. Kiss Nebula. You don't see this and will not see this often in internet. This is a very hard nebula to capture. Now let's readjust this, and I don't know if we could make it. Let's see. Okay. Now. What we have here. 2 seconds, 4 seconds. 4. First, I'm using no region of interest, nothing. I'm just testing this. Well, it's capturing because 4 seconds. Okay. Fine. A bit of gradient here. Could be the altitude. Not zoom this. Zoom a lot. And now let's lower the red a bit. Control the background. No vignetting. She's fine. You see the wind? Let me... The threshold gun. It's not capturing now. Now there's strong wind, that's why it's rejecting and making all this mess. For sure. We have so far 11 frames, so 44 seconds only. Look at this mess. Don't even identify. Now we enter a frame. You see these question marks here is the software trying to recognize the stars and to stack, and it can't because of the wind. Basically is that. I'm zooming. I'm not using the region of interest. I will use it though next because I'm watching the Nebula. Fine, it's fine. Kiss Nebula. This is the Kiss Nebula. You are watching from 37 latitude on the Earth, precisely in the south of Europe, in Algarve, Portugal. It's near the North Africa.
Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude, Bortle 5.
And this is the telescope. The 12-inch over an equatorial platform to allow us to track the sky, of course. I don't know, I still love the equatorial platforms, this simplicity, and it's enough to watch live objects in the sky. Let me control the background again. Yeah, now we notice a bit of vignetting. The darks are working so-so. I still didn't make the darks. I can make online with you. If you struggle to do darks, it's a quick thing to do. And now the temperature, let me see. The temperature of the camera is 18. The darks are maybe 25 or so. Let me see, 25 degrees, it's too much. That's why we can see some odd pixels, but it's enough. This is so tiny that, well, there's no odd pixel around. Now, let's control this, enhanced bilateral filter. The unsharp mask, I think it will not work because of the core. Let me see, but yes, it will blow the core, so we leave it without this. And now the color. Too much red here. Let me lower the red again. It's the altitude. Although today I posted on Discord the picture I took at the afternoon, where it was cloudy, but we could see the ocean very well. And I was predicting a good night. I was not predicting this wind, it's true. Kiss Nebula. Kiss Nebula. NGC, I don't remember. Yes, 2440 is this one. So you can see Hubble images of the Kiss Nebula. You see, don't see it so often. This is from Wikipedia. It's a planetary nebula. Spiral star is possible the hottest known white dwarf. Look at this detail of the Hubble Space Telescope here. Let's see if we can watch it better. Yes, we can. This is the Kiss Nebula by Hubble. Amazing. With the white dwarf, we can see it here at the core. And this is ours, of course. 12-inch Dobsonian, not the Hubble. And it's very nice that we can watch it. So it was discovered, blah blah blah. A beautiful planetary nebula of a considerable degree of brightness. Not very well defined. Yes, we can see that it is not very well defined, but almost resemble a kiss, some lips. That's what the Kiss Nebula, lips. It has a greenish here inside, the greenish waves here. It's popping now, that greenish tint inside the nebula. Let's see if we can get it better. I'm enjoying. I will just save, just in case, a scene. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds only. Let's see what we can get from here. Very nice, beautiful nebula. I'm enjoying this a lot. Okay, let's see again if is there more information. No, you see it's a rare nebula. Let me do like this. Copy this. You should do this when you are watching the sky. NGC and then NASA. Okay, NASA. And NASA says, at the end of their lives, low-mass stars expand in size and become red giants. Then they shed their outer layers and become planetary nebula. You know that already, I suppose. The image of this planetary nebula The lithograph includes a level 1 inquiry activity entitled In Search of Stellar Death. What is this? In which students learn to determine the end of the cycle of the life cycles of different types of stars. So they are studying this, and the study it's called In Search of Stellar Death. What is this? Oh, is this National Aeronaut? Okay, NASA. The exciting end of an ordinary star's life. This nebula it's been used to, or it was used to do this study. The stages of stellar life. low mass star, protostar, sun-like star, red giant, red supergiant, planetary nebula, white dwarf is this case. I will not read this, of course. It's only for us to get in touch with good information. Let me see the stack. It's stacking. Oops. It's stacking. Hold on. We can adjust now a bit more. Let's readjust this. The background. Okay. The background. Less green, less blue. Less green, less blue. It's hard. Less blue. Less green. Here it is. It's a star here. Let me save again. We have already 4 minutes and 56 seconds. Let me see how the stack is doing. A mess. This is a win. But the advantage, you see the advantage of using this filter, the full width half maximum in SharpCap. It cuts everything that is messed up. So we end only with green frames. You can do astrophotography with this. It will save only the green frames. If you change here, save all, and it will save everything green. Then you pick those frames if you want and do that post-processing that you like. I will do my way. Okay, 5 minutes and a half. Let's save again. We have already 2 good images. It's starting to get more details here and here. Beautiful, beautiful. Kiss Nebula. Let me check the shot. I'm so deep into this nebula that I forgot. Let me check also the sound to check if everything is okay. Yes. Oh, I love this sound now. This is beautiful what I did to my laptop. Okay, let me see. Abiosis. Have a Dob but need to start astrophotography. Exciting times lie ahead, of course. Hi Tiago, so moving the filter away from the camera helped with reflections. In this case it helped. Usually is the opposite. I bet that's why you ask. Usually we want the filter the nearest as possible to the sensor, precisely to avoid those reflections and allow the filter to work better in the image. But in this case, when I bought when I got the Stars on the Next from my sponsor AstroArt Finland, I tried different positions, but at the moment I only tried with a big spacer. I was figuring the back focus, etc. But today I remind to use 2 spacers instead of 1 and fit the filter between those spacers. So more distance CDS from the sensor and closer to the Stars on the Nexus. And it worked. This is trial and error. It may not work in another setup like this or in a different, I don't know. Look how beautiful it is. The Kiss Nebula. Kiss Nebula! From Algarve, Portugal, with this 12-inch Dobsonian telescope. You are watching pure, real and genuine, real-time Dobsonian power.
Dobsonian power.
So it's trial and error. Hey Christopher! You didn't miss anything, only that stuff of the reducer. The Nebula is here, getting brighter. Yo! Yeah, it's the wind. No. What I can do, I'm waiting, it's almost 2 years. It's incredible how public services administrations work so slowly in all countries. It's a nightmare. 2 years with an architect and a project just to lift a wall here and some nuances, some things that I will change, little things, but require that the architect in a town hall approves. Now they reject it again because it needs something else. And we send it again, the architect did again all the stuff that she has to do and send it again. I'm waiting. Hopefully it will not take so long. I expect during the summer to have this working and I will cut the wind to the daub. That's something that I wanted to do a long time ago, but cutting the wind to the daub, it's not too high, it's enough to still have good views everywhere, but cutting where the wind comes strongest, it's from north, at least here. So that's the only... I tried to use tarps and so on. They work, the tarps, but they protect only with soft wind. Strong wind like today, it's to forget. But with deal like this, we lose some frames, most of them. Look, 110 frames stacked, so the green ones, and 134 ignored, a bit more of red than green. What I usually do is this balance. I balance the exposure time. I chose today or tonight 4-second exposures and I got this balance. If I increase now 4 seconds to, for instance, 8 seconds, I will double. This will be almost all red because in 8 seconds most of these green frames will not have enough strength to enter. If I reduce to 2 seconds from 4, I will be getting more green frames. However, I will lose more details. So we got to have a balance. And the balance, in my opinion, is something that you can handle without losing too much time. To have 50-50, 50 good frames, 50 bad frames, 50% of course, more or less. That means that a 10-minute a 10-minute live stack, it will take not 10 minutes because this will be with 10 minutes green frames. Tonight, 10 minutes will be the equivalent of 20 minutes. So you think like, okay, this is windy, I will move the full width of maximum filter, I will trigger it, and I know that I will be watching 20 minutes an object and I will get only 10 minutes of live stacking. It's a fair trade. Tricks of EAA. With Adobe, of course. At the beginning I was thinking in using the Virtuos telescope that I have here. It's not so sensitive to the wind because it's smaller. It will get mostly covered by the small wall that I have here. It's easier to get near the building. It's less sensitive. But then I was looking at the sky and it was those days that the sky it's with clouds, but within the clouds you don't see dust, you don't see You see the sky blue, blue, blue. When you see the sky blue a lot, intense blue, that means that it's much clearer than other days. And the night usually may reflect that. You want to see again Betelgeuse? I think it's out of sight now because of the building. You have to call me in the beginning for me to focus there. I focused on Sirius. No, I didn't. A meteor that exploded over Oklahoma a few nights ago. Lots of security cameras caught it. There is a few videos. No, but there was one here in Spain, also amazing. That's a luck movement. Kenneth, the universe is a pretty big place. If it's just us, seems like an awful waste of space. I don't think so. I don't think it's just us. This is so big. It's getting more defined, did you notice it? Of course, if we are constantly looking at her, it will not be so perceptible. But if we watch the beginning of the stack and only the end, we will see the difference better. And then with the topaz denoise that I will do at the end, I think it will help. Now remember that I talked about the greenish tint here. This green, it's getting more defined now. And the shape of the nebula, the lips, also. And we are starting to watch also some nebulosity in the top here. It's subtle because it's very tiny, but it's there. I wonder if the deconvolution works here with this kind of nebula. I never tried with these ones. It didn't work for me in other objects. Let me save and see. It's easy to see, it's just to choose here. Usually it makes it grainy, but let me see. Looks like it's doing nothing. Let me take it off. Off. On. Let's wait. Actually, I think it's working. The deconvolution here. Okay, on. No. Off. Well, it helps to reduce the core impact brightness. Let me see again. On. Bam. Off. What gets better, with or without it? I'm talking about Wiener deconvolution. It's something that I usually don't use. Let's see again, hold on. It's off now. When I click on, it takes a bit of seconds, a frame. On. Off. On. Off. I don't know, off it gets brighter. On. What do you think? I don't know how you are watching in your devices. I will leave it like this with it on and then we'll see. We can change on the fly. Yes, it's beautiful. But Nebula also, I think. For sure. Christopher. The universe is so big and it's so old. There's definitely other civilizations, but the chances of them existing at the same time as us and near us are pretty slim. That's the problem. And we to get there. Maybe we can see something. Hi Rita! Hi everyone! I am in a darker location tonight. Imaging the host's head Nebula. Not the host's, the horse head. I bet. Good! Send us the no, post the picture on Discord. Now is Discord. Join us. Rita is there already. I had to reload the stream. Yeah, usually the beginning of the streams are awkward. It's when algorithms get everything in touch with other platforms, everything with the internet connection, my software, my hardware. Hello Pedro. Hello Nono. Too windy here in Sintra. Yes, here too. We have wind in the south of, in the peninsula, Iberian Peninsula. Hi Gula. Yes, we have loads of Brazil. Actually, we have people all over from all over the world. That's the reality, and I'm happy with that. We are all the same. How much this equatorial platform? Around 1,000 bucks, mine. But it's good. It's a platform for life. It's not the best one, but it's enough to do this, to watch these beautiful objects. Let me do like this. Hold on. Like this. Yeah, if you know how to build one, I don't. Actually, I think if you can do an equatorial, if you can build an equatorial platform, how can I say this? I think it's not so important if at the end it not tracks very precisely the sky. To do what I do here, not to do astrophotography, long exposures. That is important. But to do what I do here, you use the same tricks that I'm using against the wind, with a full width half maximum threshold, and the tracking bam 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 bang will go. So I think it's a good investment to take time in that. If you have the knowledge and the tools, at least the tools, it's more important, because without the tools, the knowledge you can get it from everywhere, from internet. Thinking of buying the 6-inch Virtuoso GTI, currently on sale for around 340 euros. Be aware. Would you recommend this as a first telescope for someone getting into the hobby at 30 years old? Of course I recommend. It's my recommendation for any beginner right now at this moment. It's this telescope. It's a bang for the buck. But be aware, because the price you are telling me, it's the price of the non-go-to. This one has a go-to. Make sure it's the GTI. You say GTI. Buy it. 340. with for a telescope with a go-to, that you can take it everywhere. Even that later you buy a large telescope, you will always use this one in certain circumstances that you need a portable telescope. And it's a professional telescope with good mirrors. Buy it. Buy it right now. After the stream. Also, postscriptum. I'll be helping my dad moving back to Portugal for his retirement. I can't wait to live in Portugal. Portugal, it's a beautiful place to live. Did you know that in my location it's Algarve, the region of south of Portugal? We have plenty of beaches here, good weather. It's not cold today. You see this thing that I'm using, this sweatshirt, it's not very warm because the night it's fine. Actually, it's a bit hot here today inside. Did you know that I don't say 50% of the people here, it used to be more, but at least 30% or 40% of the people that lives here in Algarve are foreign people, mostly from England, well, United Kingdom, and Germany, Holland, Sweden, countries from the north. France, loads of French people here because of the weather. Usually, I know many people from United Kingdom, they get retired, they sell their homes there, they have the homes paid already, they sell them, and with the money, they buy here and they establish here. It's a beautiful country. Just as a side note, to get you in context, most of you don't know where I live. Look at this. This is all pictures from here. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this. Look. 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 Flamingos. Look at this. Look. Of course people want to come here. Some places it seems like you get back in time with these boats and stuff like that. So it was only a side note. In case any of you want to come here. Remember that we will watch uncovering the comet from next Friday until the comet gets closer to Earth. Marco, the thing is I only speak English here. Would you rather have 110 second frames or 10 100-second frames? Or 10 of 100? It's a question that often people do. It depends. Usually it depends. For instance, right now with this setup I can't, but imagine that I was with a Newtonian. Usually long exposures, people think long exposures are better, but not always. There's a moment in the curve of improvement that you will get longer exposures and will improve nothing. The curve goes down. So this is for people of astrophotography. Have that work. Study your setup and the best and get a balance. SharpCap has a feature actually that helps you in that, to find the balance of your camera, sensor and your sky, because that matters. People forget that the sky is different everywhere, the conditions. And SharpCap has a feature here that is, I don't remember, is something like tools. In the tools, sensor analysis, I don't remember. I used already. I think it's Sing Monitor. I can't trigger it now because I'm stacking. I think it's not Sing Monitor. No, it's one of these sensor analysis. You got to make the sensor analysis first to get your sensor filter sensor file in the computer. So the software pulls that information every time he has to work. I really don't remember. I'm not sure, but I think it's the Sing Monitor. It analyzes your Sing and it will give you, based on your Sing, the results he analyzed. He has already the information of your sensor because you did the analysis. You do it once only and it keeps forever. That camera information, he pulled the information of your sky at that moment, that region of the sky. And then he gives you the result of the best, the sweet spot of exposures according to different parameters that you place there. You try that if you do astrophotography. It's a cumbersome, but things are not... the longer the exposure, the better. No, that's not true. And then you have to deal with longer exposures, you have to deal with other problems. Well, that's not my business, longer exposure. Of course, it's never too late to start watching the night sky. Never, 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 never. Despite harsh conditions, windy. Congratulations, thank you. Actually, I prefer the wind and cut the frames rather than have a sky that as we have before these previous days, previous nights, with thin clouds that blow the images. Then you think the image, you know because you are here every time. But people that, imagine someone that comes here for the first time and suddenly open the stream and I'm watching a galaxy like we were, the Bose galaxy and so on, and they are with that orangish tint and they don't know and they think that that's not very good, but it's the sky. That's the thing with live streams and the weather. Well, let me check this. Antonio Cortez, it's hard for me to get 8 or 10 second exposure times where I am because it brings in a lot of the ambient light since I live in Bortle 7. Okay, Antonio, you need a filter. You need a filter, a stronger filter. Actually, I'm always chasing filters, but I never buy anything because I'm very happy with my Bader neodymium. But this is not for you. You need a stronger one. L Enhance, L Pro at minimum, L Enhance, L Extreme probably. Then study the nebulae that are for those filters. If it's emission nebula or you know, the different kinds of nebula that you are going to capture. And even the ultimate, but the ultimate I think it's for longer exposures. But what I think, I bet, I don't know, the L Enhance, it's not so strong, but it's a narrowband filter. It may be, in my opinion, I don't know, because I didn't test it in my Dobs. I want to, but Narrowband, it's not very well for me. I don't need it. But if I was going to buy a narrowband on Mortal 6 or 7, I would probably buy the L Enhance. It fits better, in my opinion, at least the characteristics. Then if you look in the internet, you search in the images on Google, L Enhance, you can do it here. Hold on. I'm curious about it. L, Optolong, hold on. Optolong, L Enhance. I could ask my sponsor to send me one, but Newtonian. But I don't feel I need, at least, I don't know. These are pictures, hold on. Astrobeam. So much time. Here, I want to see comparisons. Starizona. Look, Starizona is a good company. This one is not opening. It's not opening. I don't know why. Starizona. Visit. Ah, okay. Optolong Hell Enhanced Light Pollution Filter. See, light pollution filter, you need this. 2-inch. Preferably. $200. Look. No filter. The said Nebula, no filter. With the L Pro, which I like a lot. And with the Hell Enhance. You see, with the L Enhance you can get more of this nebula, of this nebulosity here, a bit more. The L Pro is, I like the L Pro because it's a broadband. You can use it in different objects. You don't need, it's not restricted to this. I think it's from 2-emission nebula, no? And remember, the L Pro has 53% reduction of background light. And the L Enhance has an amazing 91% reduction. This is very important information. This means that with the L Pro, you will reduce 53%, which may fit many cases, many skies that you have, situations. And the L Enhance, 91%, so it's a narrow band, it will cut more. Look, the Rosette Nebula. This is the L Enhance. Yes, it's L Enhance. Full moon. With full moon, look. 98% of full moon. The target is the North America and Pelican Nebulae. See? With the L Enhance. With full moon. Which means light pollution. North American. L Enhance. Actually, this case of full moon, it will be my benefit of using with you live. I can use an L Enhance with full moon, maybe. That's why I'm in doubt. You see the L Enhance filter? So, buy a filter if you don't have already. Hey Ray. It's better with the convolution, you think? Let's try now. Let me see if it's stacking. Yes, it's still working. While it has some green, it means that it's working. Let me first adjust this. Boost a bit. The thing with the convolution means it takes brightness, but it increases the sharpness, and I can boost the middle level, I think. Look. Let's see now without the convolution. Let's take it off. Off. On. I don't know. It takes brightness. Off. On. I don't know. What do you think? Off. On. I'll leave it on. I think it takes also a bit of noise. So the question is, are you better getting more exposures or longer exposures, or is it the same? Would you rather have yeah, the same question? So I said it already, it depends. Usually longer exposures give you better details and pop details on of the nebula that we can't with short exposures. But there's a threshold. To do EAA, it's always short exposures. Now I will speak from my point of view. I do EAA, I don't want to do long exposures. I'm placing here a nebula for you to see with me, and I don't want a 5-minute exposure, so we have here 5 minutes waiting for one frame, 5 minutes to the other frame. I like to watch the transformation of the object in the sky, of the deep sky object. I like to watch that transformation along the live stream with you. The details are getting better and things like that. That's for astrophotography. Calibration frames. It's important, at least darks. I'm not using flats and I don't need here. Of course. I take at least dark frames, always amp glow with a 224. Yes, one of the reasons of the darks, applying darks, is that the 224 has a strong amp glow. I have it also. And the darks clean all of that, but also clean the noise, some of the noise, and clean the hot pixels. It will improve the background. So basically photons are photons, no matter how you catch them, right? Well, it matters. You have a mess in your head with the exposures. Having one picture with a long exposure, it's not gonna be any advantage to taking short exposures and more of them, correct? No, depends. It may be better with long exposures. Hi Helena, obrigado. Astroape, I spent about 2.5 hours looking at the comet last night with a 8-inch Dob. Yeah, but it's still low. I will show you. The Virtuoso, yes, buy it. You will not regret. I win nothing, I don't have any partnership with Skywatcher. I'm telling what I use and like. I truly give you the honest opinion and what I like. I use everything that I like. If I don't like, I don't use. So that you will get always from here. I truly believe this is the best beginner telescope. The Virtuoso, this one. This is compacted, it's collapsible. But here with a shroud, then you watch my videos, you can make the shroud and those details. Want to point to another object? I will save this. I will have to reset the platform. It's still stacking, so it's still working. Hi Jason. Pedro. It's the green icon next to the focus tools. Then click on... it's the brain. Yes, the brain in the brain. Insanely the brain. In the top left, yes, it's here. But I can't now. I don't want to trigger the brain here. I don't want to... Yes, it's the brain. It's true. You can do that. I don't use it. Yeah, it has the green, the dark, the red, the white, I think. Inside the... Freddy's, I think it's suggesting the Bader UHC SL Booster Nebula filter. I wonder if that filter... It's one of another filter that I'm curious about. It's not very expensive. Also, I'm talking about filters that are not to break the bank. Yeah. If you work with sharp cap like we do, or some of us, or most of us, to capture, you start playing with these things. I remember one night that I was playing with that, and actually it helped me to get a sense of the gain. Of the gain, it will confirm you the brightness. In my case, the 294 it's 8, the brightness. It depends of your sky also. Kiss Nebula. The Kiss Nebula. Hell Pro. Antonio Cortez, I have an Hell Pro filter. I wonder if a dew filter will help to cut ambient light. Yes. Not the ambient from the straight light. Lights that come from the sides and do those reflections that we don't notice it. We notice in the image. It helps. You should do everything that you can to get darkness. For instance, what I did in my Dobs, to place behind the secondary mirror, to flock a bit, it's just a square, beside the secondary mirror, at the wall, at the side of the inner tube, blackening the edges of the secondary mirror with the same sticker I did in both telescopes. Covering the bottom of your telescope, of your Dob, it's very important, like many of us do. It's very important to cover that. Loads of light, I noticed that loads of light leaks. Reflections, the light enter and reflects somehow, I don't know, and it affects the image. The dew shield at the top, it helps. If I was I do that and I don't live in light pollution, or at least strong light pollution. If I was you, living in heavy light pollution, I will do everything to cut that, lights from neighbors, and even the moon bumping in the mirrors, or the not the mirrors, the glass, the window glass. It looks like a mirror at the night, and it reflects everything. Yes, the small one. Of course it's normal because I'm with a Dobsonian. You can't get this. Try that. Try this nebula. Of course, those planetary nebulas, it's normal to be like this. It's so faint, 10 magnitude. So tiny, 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 tiny. It's normal. Then we take that blurriness at the end with just a push of a button. Remember that I don't post-process the images. I don't manipulate, at least a lot. What do you cover the bottom of your Dob with? Like black cloth? Something that... I don't... Yes, that can breathe. I don't recommend you... Some people use the shower caps. I don't recommend any of those materials. I recommend you. It's not expensive. Look. I will show you what you should use. It's not expensive. Actually, I have in the description of all my videos, I think. Let me check. The ones I use. So it's called cap. Cover. Yes, cover. Dust covers. Look, I will copy here to here. This. 29 bucks. Hold on. 29 bucks. You see? Astrozap. They are specialized in this. 6 inch, 8 inch, 10 inch, you buy it to the 12 inch. 12 inch, 14 inch, 16 inch. This, you use this at the back, like this. See? They can be used like this at the top or at the back, or at the bottom. I use at the bottom because at the top I use the regular cap. Plastic in plastic, no? And at the bottom I have always this. It protects you from the dust and from the light. Don't worry, because often people, I don't know why they do this mistake. They start panicking about the hair will not flow, will not cool down the mirror. It's not true. I do that every night here with you. Cooling down the telescope. I have always discovered this is covered always in my telescopes, and I place them inside after the stream in vertical with this cover there, this cap. It's touching the ground, no problem. It protects from the dust that is much more worst for the mirrors, and inside the mirrors that you don't see that dust that will get in and you don't see from the ground, because I have them vertically on the ground. Then what they are thinking, because the air, if you think, the people have to think, if you think the fan is inside, you have a space there between the fan and the cover. The movement, you don't have to be to be an engineer of airflow to know this, to think, just have to think. If the fan blows in from the bottom to up, towards up, so it will, between the cover and the fan is where the fan will push the air, pull the air from that little space on the bottom. When the fan pulls that air, it will be replaced with the air from the top, and it will flow and push the hot air, usually it's hot, inside, up, and it works very well. So you just have to think. I'm telling this before someone You read someone talking about that, because it's not good, because the air doesn't flow, and that's not true. Always connected, the fan. Brian, use a shower cap, but if you are going to buy it's not expensive. Buy a good one because it's strong. I don't know. Do what you want. If you want to use it's better to use a shower cap than nothing, for sure. Now let's see if this is save as seen. 24 minutes. Do you want to see an image not blurred? You do like this, like the astrophotographers do, with large fields of view. Of course, it's not blurred. You don't see the details if you don't the defects if you don't zoom the images. Of course. I'm controlling the color to get the last. Not saving. An error. Come on, save this. Why is it not saving? This stopped the platform. Platform, it's over. It's not full, the disk. So, some problem here. Let's pause. Let's see. Pause. Save. Didn't work. Let's stop the stack. Stop. Okay. Let me see if it saved. Sharp cap. Kiss Nebula. 12-inch. Nexus. Well, the last one. Yeah, it saved. It saved. I don't know why it retrieves those messages. Because it recorded it now. It's blurred. Capture it and tell me something. Capture this kind of objects. Now let's post-process this in a quick and easy way. Topaz Denoise, which, by the way, you have the link, the affiliate link, at the description. If you want to buy it. Let's see what Topaz Denoise does to this nebula. Let's zoom. It's horrible. It didn't work with this. We should not use Topaz Denoise with this. Let me use now. And I'm telling if you want to buy it. But it works for other nebula. Close without saving. Let me try the Topaz Sharpen to see the difference. When it's bad, we say. Not because I have an affiliate link, I will tell you. It's wonderful. No. It's bad, it's bad. Well, it's better, this one. This is the sharpen, not the AI Topaz denoise. It's the AI Topaz sharpen. Weird. This is... Oh, maybe I had to use another algorithm in the denoise. We can see the 4 algorithms here. The effect. This is horrible. The one on the left. Let me see the others. It's updating. I should have done this. This is bad. Well, not so bad. This is normal and this is bad. Well, the best one is this one. So what I will do is to save this one and I will open again the other one, the Topaz Denoise, and watch the 4 algorithms to see if there's a difference. Could be that. And maybe I'm being unfair with the software. While it's doing that, I will stop the platform. Well, no. Let me zoom. I like this nebulae, this planetary nebulae, like this, zoomed. No, no. It introduces artifacts because it's too magnified. No, the other one is better. Close without second. Let me check the other one again. And the normal one, well, I don't know. I think it didn't work for this Nebula. I don't like it. I will close this one and we'll do another thing. We'll try to use Adobe Photoshop Express to see if we can improve in a simple way. Keep it simple style. Exposure, contrast. We do the extremes and see the difference. Actually, highlights, shadows, yeah, whites, blacks. I like the blacks. Bit here. Color we don't need. Let me see the saturation. Saturation. No. No color, saturation. Details, sharpen. Sharpen works. Let's blow this. No, like this. Reduce luminous noise. No, it will blur more. Color noise. No. Okay, this is it. I will save it. This is the best I can do. Kiss Nebula. Kiss Nebula. I will save it on my records of the 12-inch. This is the best I can do with a quick astrophotography, and you know that I don't do much more. Kiss Nebula, tonight's target. Now, let me check here. My 8-inch didn't have a fan originally. I 3D printed a bracket and made my own USB rechargeable setup so that I can have a 120mm PC fan. Right. Well, let's see your pictures now. Everybody online on Discord, come here, don't go to Discord. Let me check Discord. But the pictures will be the others that I have here, the old ones. Let me check Discord. What are you doing there? Come here. Come to the live stream, not to Discord. Discord is at the end. New people there. We are already many people there. New people, new people. Welcome everybody. You can use this for the new ones. We have this server. You have the links at my description also. And at the chat, pinned. This is the general forum where you can chat with us. You can post the community pictures here. You see beautiful pictures. Then I show them in the live stream. You can show your setups here. See? Your setups, your telescopes, and in ask questions. You can ask questions and we try to help you. You see? It's a very nice community that we have. So join us. It's a clean and healthy community that help each other and talk about stuff around our lives and astronomy. You can talk not only about astronomy, you talk about your life or something that you want to share with us. We are there for you. Okay. So let's watch the community pictures. Community pictures. To clean this that I have here from you, I still have a lot. So let's start. Let me see who's here. Okay, let's start with Birdman Cat Daddy with a refractor telescope. Beautiful pictures here. Look. Birdman Cat Daddy. This is the Veil Nebula. He didn't write the names, but we try to figure what is it. Veil Nebula. Beautiful, beautiful. You see the refractors are great, and the Rasa also. Ray has a Rasa that does the same thing. Large wide fields. Very good to this. The Orion Nebula. Crab Nebula. Horsehead and Flame Nebula. Beautiful. all this nebulosity here. Very detailed, the horse and the... It looks like a tree burning. Flame nebula. This one is Mazif should know. Is this the North American nebula? Tell me in the chat if you know. I think this one, California nebula. Ray, do you know? You have wide field images also. Anybody knows what's this nebula? California. California Nebula, yeah, it should be. California Nebula. The Witch Broom in the Veil Nebula. Andromeda Galaxy. Rosette Nebula. That's it. This was from Birdman Cat Daddy with a refractor. And now Alina, our new participant in the live streams with a Z130 tabletop Dobsonian and her phone and also a 20mm eyepiece. I'm glad that you already moved on and tried to capture nebulae. This is the Orion Nebula. With her phone, remember, and a small, very small telescope, even smaller, a bit smaller than my Virtuoso. This one is even better. Of course, it's a phone, remember. A phone, you can take some pictures of this kind of nebula and brighter ones, the planets, the moon, but then you want a camera, an astro camera. So Alina, thank you very much for your pictures. You don't like why? It's better than nothing. You will improve along the way. With a camera, an astro camera. Of course, with a phone it's very, very difficult. Anyway, congratulations to both. Brian Fowler with Z12, 12-inch. This one was Jupiter with beautiful, with a 224 camera. A cheaper one from ZWO. This is a kind of camera that is not very expensive. However, it's not so easy to handle in deep sky objects. So, in my opinion, anyone that is going to buy a camera, if it's possible to buy a good one with a large sensor. 4x PowerMate. Loads of magnification. 50 frames per second. Jupiter with a red spot. Great red spot of Jupiter. The Moon with a 12-inch Dobsonian 294 camera. And the Nexus, there's on the Nexus. You see, if he was using the 224, it's cheaper, but you can only capture a small part of the moon because of the size of the sensor. It's small. In this case, with a 294 as a large sensor, you can capture almost all the moon. And with the Nexus also improve the size. The Sun, also with the stars on the nexus and the Badr filter, of course, with the spots here. The Dobsonian with a sun filter is very nice to capture the sun. So this was Brian Fowler. And Brian from Florida with a 10-inch go-to Dobsonian and the Canon T5 700D. The Orion Nebula. With a DSLR, of course, with an astro camera, it will improve and make the job easier, in my opinion. So Orion Nebula, and now, next, Astronomo, the Moon with a ZWO 294 and no ZWO, no KHY F10 LX200 Altair Pro Max filter. This is the Moon, a 10-inch F10. So Astronomo. Next, Emmanuel, 12-inch Dobsonian equatorial platform ZWO AZ 482 3x Televue. This is the Orion Nebula for sure. Yes, it is. I'm recognizing this pattern. This is the Orion Nebula, but with too much magnification, of course. That's why we can see only the core. Jupiter with a great red spot here. M27 Dumbbell Nebula. Mars at 69 degrees altitude. GSO 12-inch Dobsonian Deluxe over an equatorial platform, ZWO 482, MC, and the Barlow Televue 3X. Filter, infrared ultraviolet cut filter. Beautiful Mars. Very good, this Mars picture. Very well, very well. Well done. The Moon, also with the same setup. Sharpness in the Moon. A good color balance. I like it. Very sharp. Again, the Moon magnified here. This is what happens if we magnify a lot the Dobsonian in the Moon. You get those astonishing details of our neighbor. This is the Pillars of Creation. Very nice also. Saturn with the Moon here. Emmanuel with a 12-inch Dobsonian. Thank you, Emmanuel. John Prudente, M42 with a Schmidt Cassegrain. Nice that we have different setups to watch. Very beautiful. The Orion Nebula is always a good choice. Schmidt Cassegrain, SCT. So this was the unique picture from John Prudente. And Anaximandros Cetus A. Oh, is that? I saw already. That the picture, no? Yes, it's double. We have one here at the left of Cetus A. And NGC 1055 and M77 to be precise. And this one, I don't know why you send this blended. Anyway, we saw this already in the last live stream. So this was... Now I cleaned already the community pictures from my laptop. Hi Scott, welcome. Good for planets, yeah. Bye Ray. Ray comes and goes. Don't leave your family, Ray. Because of us. Don't worry. Alina, I sent the 49 images version stacked by hand in some way because Deep Sky Stacker wasn't working very well. Yeah, Deep Sky Stacker has some tricks to do with the images. Oftentimes you see no image, or you have to do some stuff to overpass that. But that's for astrophotography. I have Deep Sky Stacker, but I don't use it. I used them. I used it in the past, but I don't. Anaximange, because I could get the external halo, although the peak was ugly. Remember that thing in the beginning of the stream that I did to my stairs on next to my imaging train, changing the filters? Try those, changing position of the filter, even that you are not using a stairs on an Nexus. You can try, for instance, usually we tend to think closer to the sensor, the filter. If it's not working, try to insert a spacer. Do the opposite of the mainstream says. Trial and error. Insert a spacer, may work or not. Insert another spacer. Sometimes it's just a certain position that avoid that reflection that it's hurting your image. Hi Daniel. Let me see where is the comet right now. It's midnight here. It's not there yet. It's too low, I'm sure. Stellarium. Where is the comet? E3. You see? Hold on. You see? Too low. The comet is here. Pointing north. It's too low. Low, Ursa Major. It has to be like this here. Friday. Let me see the sky. If the sky is good, I will point to another object. Hold on. Actually, it's windy and the sky is worse now. It looks like haze or something. Let me see here around Sirius. Because it's the better position, or it's darker. I like bookmarks. Because I'm curious about a nebula that if I don't capture now, I will lose the opportunity this year. And I want to try with an Exuji if it works or not, and it's... will be here, no? The Rosette Nebula. The Thor's helmet, we did it already. We have here a butterfly, albino butterfly we saw now. It's the Kiss Nebula. Where is the Rosette? Rosette. 53 altitude and south. It's the best. Let me try to point there. Betelgeuse. Who wants to see Betelgeuse? Who wanted? I will point to Betelgeuse, refocus if needed, and then the Rosette Nebula. Let's do it. Just a bit to see if it can be... $294. This, take the community pictures. Yes, a Rosette. The Bolts Galaxy, it's also a good, but the Bolts Galaxy we saw already. Maybe another night we can repeat. Hold on, Betelgeuse. So Betelgeuse is on Orion. Place here. Left, and then there was that. Okay, Betelgeuse. You see if it's focused? Yeah, it's still focused. Yes, it is. This is Betelgeuse. Someone asked for Betelgeuse. We have a Betelgeuse star lover in these live streams. Did you notice it? Now, Betelgeuse. Okay, I will see the Telrad will be a tangent 1. To the left, 4. Okay, hold on. I will point now. Try to point to the Rosette. I will need to do the trick here with the histogram, the mini histogram, to boost the background to find the Rosette, because it's very hard with the Dobsonian, the Rosette. Who knows what we can get? Hold on. Took off the magnets because it's too high. And now, plate solve. Control 1. Plate solve. Let's see. I'm so curious about this nebula. If I can capture anything. It's almost out of sight. Okay. Near. We are near. A bit to the right and down. Well, you can see that we can't cover all the rosette, of course. I will try to get a quarter, like a quarter, to get the shape of some shape of the nebula. If I do the core, it will be like this. Maybe this part here. Try to capture these details here and a bit of these stars and a bit of the shape of the nebula, I think, or like this. I will see. This is easy because of the stars. Easy to find now, I think. So right and now. Bit down. Down. Yeah, it's there. I will need longer exposures, but with the wind, let's see if the wind can handle 8 seconds. Who knows? Let's try. If not, 4 seconds will be. Threshold. Red. Yeah, canal, no. At least so far. No. We have 1 frame. No. Come on. The 8 seconds will be fine for this now. Oh, come on, it's not working. Why is this? It's there. Why it's not stacking now? Come on, it's there, right on spot. I will increase from 7 to 7.5, maybe. Oh, it's not working. It's there. Could not align. It's the wind. See? I'll increase to 8 and see. It's something it's happening. Some problem here. Let me close them. Only one frame. No. Some problem here. Let me start again. Could not be the win, no. Clear. It was you, Christopher. Clear again. I don't know. This is with a weird behavior, the software. Clear. I will down lower to 4 seconds. No, wait, no, but it's the wind. At the end, it's the wind. It's windy. It's a shame because this with 8 seconds, it's better. This one. Okay, one frame. Not very good, but let's do the investment here. He can't do more, I don't know why. Ignored. Question marks. I don't know why. Okay, 4 seconds. Let's see if it's the problem the wind. 4 seconds. If it's the wind, the 4 seconds will solve. If it's the software. Okay, 4 seconds. Bam, 1. Bam, 2. Yes, it's the wind. It's the wind. Okay, histogram. Color. Okay, stretch. With the 8 seconds it boosted more the... Okay. Ah, but it's beautiful. Okay. Okay. Enhancement. Bilateral filter. And sharp mask. Bam. Filter. 7.5. 8. It's at 8. Okay. Color. Less blue. Less blue. Less green. Enhancement is It's stacking fine now. It's holding well. Background. Okay, let's see what happened with if it works fine, we'll do another live stream with this one. Look at the details starting to pop. It's working fine. It's the stairs on the Nexus. The stairs on the Nexus, you see. And as I cocked here the side of the nebula, we can see the contrast. It's easier for our eyes, as I can't fit it all. Hi Freck, Centurion! It's nice Fred, no? In it? Heh. 31 frames, 2 minutes. Yeah, that's the thing, Jello Man. And you see point, bang. Adjust, bam. Nebula here. A problem with exposure, lower the exposure, bam. 4 seconds. Filter, almost all green, even with the wind and a large dob. Now I'm talking and it's getting red. But the truth is, and the facts, in, what was it? 3 minutes? 4 minutes? From when I decided, well, let's do the rosette until get it on screen like this, a few minutes and bam. Watching it live, real time, no manipulation, no distortion, nothing. Real image of the Rosette Nebula. I think I will save just 1 frame to make sure I have something. And the truth is, we are getting the details. Of course, the more we stack, it's cutting. The wind is messing a lot. But it's what we have. What can we do? Let's cut like this. It's rejecting. Even with all those issues, the wind, the obstacles that we always have, of course. Nice, nice. Rosette Nebula. For the ones that just join us, we are watching the sky in real time. This is the Rosette Nebula, part of, with a 12-inch Dobsonian, a huge Dobsonian telescope outside, over an equatorial platform, and a ZWO 294 camera with a stairs on the Nexus and a Bader neodymium filter. In a Bortal 5 we don't use strong filters, at least me. And we are watching from the south of Europe. Planet Earth, continent Europe, country Portugal, region Algarve, 37 latitude, Bortal 5. I was charging the UPS. Anaximandros, Samir. This was the UPS that I was talking about. It's not from NASA, this is a sticker, of course. I bought from Spain with the Velcro tape here to fit the Virtuoso. However, this one I don't have in the description for one reason. The UPS that I use, it's a better power supply than a power bank. The UPS I have at the description, it's in my opinion the best one I have on both Dobs. This one, it works the same way, but one of them, I have two of these. One of them, I don't know why, it keeps charging and it never ends, so it has some problem. It charges it but not through the top, although this one, it has some lights here. Hold on. You see, for blue lights, let me see. Okay. You see? There are the four fully on because I was charging it. But this one is the one that is good. The other one, it keeps charging and this is flashing. And I don't know why, so I don't have it at the description as a recommendation because I have some doubts. I don't want you to buy anything that is faulty or something. But the other one that I have, the black one, is very good. Very good. I use it a lot. It lasts long, more than 2 or 3 nights in a row. Nights like this in the live stream and more. You see the stacking. It's rejecting everything now. Look, it's so high. The values are so high. This is completely... It's the wind, my friends. The 12-inch Dobsonian. And I bet a larger one will be worse. It's not under the threshold. Now it got a frame. 6. Another one. Sometimes it calms down and it's when the Dobsonian take the chance. But you see the balance. 80 green frames against 38 red frames. 5 minutes and a half. So at the end it justified this balance, this trick, and you see how the details are starting to pop here. This is the region of the Nebula that has more details to watch, so now I will save again. All frames are green now. It stopped the wind. Bam! Now a green one, huge. Bam! This is the wind coming again. You see? Without being outside, I can feel the rhythm. The behavior of the Dobsonian against the wind. I'm very happy to finally get this Nebula in with a decent image, real time, because I think 2 years ago I tried and it was a mess. It was all noisy and only everything red. But I think I was not using any filter, and I didn't have the ZW0294 yet, so it was a small part with a 224, a really tiny small part of the Nebula. It was all the screen all red and noisy, and now I'm happy because I'm starting to get details here. Now it's only to stack and get rid of the noise. See? The thing in EAA, electronically assisted astronomy, is stack more and more until a threshold, of course, always, to get rid of the noise. We want to get rid of the noise. What we can't, later we get rid post-processing quickly. starting to get details also here. Real time. In 7 minutes. The rosette. Part off. The best part, I could tell. No, it's not a pro. It's not cool with this camera. In addition to that, it's not cooled. And we are not having darks matching the temperature, the right temperature outside. Look, more and more detail of this part. More and more. Contrast. It's huge. It's a huge nebula. Good morning, Australia. Oh, it's a Centurion. I thought you were from Rome, Italy. It's nice, Brian, no? For a live stream. In addition to that, also the live stream, the compression of the images, it's not so sharp. Not pro, yeah, not pro. It's the Dobsonian power, there's no way.
Dobsonian power.
Nothing can stop us. Nothing. And said then Daniel. Yahuda. I want to buy a GSO Dobson telescope. Telescope with K, it's from TS Optics, I bet. N406. Larger than this one. Trust Dob and AZ294MC Pro color camera. This is a great combination, a great combo. Make sure it is tracked, though. A 16-inch tracked is essential. 16 inches. Actually, we have in our Discord server, I saw. If you go there, Discord. Let's see if the stream can handle the Discord open. Discord. If you go to... What are you doing there in the Discord? Come here to the live stream. Oh, you have it open at the same time. Okay. I forgive you. Your telescopes here. You can share with us your setup and worries that you have. It's here. Edward Demenchik, our member. 18-inch Dobson. That is my window to the universe and my time machine that takes me to eternity. Edward, you're the best. This was the guy that captured the comet, the green comet that it's coming to Earth, and captured it, and the magazine, Sky and Telescope magazine, saw the picture and said, that's the one, and place it, bam, on the homepage. Look at this beautiful telescope. Look at the size of the secondary mirror. Looks like the primary mirror of my Virtuoso. Look at the cell here. The mirror cell. Look at the mirror. What they call to this kind of... this has a name, I don't know. It's a technical name. this pattern that the mirror have. And look at the balance here, the weight it has here to balance the telescope. It's huge. Look at the bearings, so large. Excellent. The finder, 90°. The cables all over the place, over the shoes. Beautiful, beautiful. Motorized, all very well compact. Well, I lose my mind when I saw this, when I see this kind of... It blows my mind. Douglas, Ashley, don't worry, because one thing you have sure, the sky is not going away, and we have it every night. Just be patient and wait for a better night. It's winter, you know. Meanwhile, stick with us. If we have a decent sky, we share with you. Congratulations for your new observatory. The first telescope. Well, remember, there's a space between want to buy and buy. Fill that space. Yes, Ro. Every time when you gone out, you moved the Dob, helped aiming with the Telrad. Yes. Only the Telrad. I just use the Telrad. I'm on Portal 5. I'm sure that someone on Portal 8 or 9 will be struggling to use the Telrad. I explained that very well in the previous video about the Telrad. But in my Portal 5 and below that, the Telrad, and also Portal 6 or 7, you can probably use it. It depends. But my Portal 5, only the Telrad. Bam, 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 bam. Stellarium to help a bit with the plate solving. And that's it. To get faster. Oh. The telescope I want to buy is not equipped with GoTo, but I understood that it can be attached to the order. Everything cost me about 5,600 euros, but it's worth it. It's worth it. As long as you have the money to it, but buy the GoTo. Don't do that mistake. Buy with GoTo. Don't listen to people that say, oh, you don't learn the sky. Look, before the live stream, I was watching the sky outside with my application, with naked eyes, without any telescope. The telescope was cooling down. I was a lot of time with my Sky Safari application in the phone, watching the sky, targeting my constellations to know, because I didn't know what I was going to watch tonight. Targeting the position of the, okay, Orion, okay, Gemini, Ursa Major, everything. Where's the Rosette? Where's this Nebula? And then I remember the Butterfly Nebula, where is it? Okay, Stellarium. This Betelgeuse, Alnitak is there. You see everything in my head without any telescope, and I could have any telescope, any, with GoTo, without GoTo, with AI commands, anything. that I was learning the sky because and only because I wanted to. And I was enjoying to do that. As long as you want to learn sky, it doesn't matter if you have a go-to or not. You will learn the sky. And even with a go-to, if you point the Telrad, you will learn the sky, because the go-to you don't need to use always with the go-to. I do that with my virtuos. Sometimes I don't connect the go-to. I just point without the go-to and then use the point and track feature, and that's it. Because I don't want to be aligned, to do the alignment and so on. So that's another meet. A telescope meet. Rosette cut because of the rotation and the track and so on. But we will cut like this. Let me see the... It's green now. Green, 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 green. And with this joke we have 50 minutes already. Let me save again. Then we crop. At the end I do 2 in 1. The Kiss Nebula that we saw previously, a very rare planetary nebula, and now the Rosette Nebula, very hard to get details with the Dobsonian, but we are getting because we have the power of the Dobsonian.
Dobsonian power.
Come on, tell me that isn't it two good targets for tonight? The Rosette with the Dobsonian and the Kiss Nebula. Where you will see the Kiss Nebula live? Where? Anywhere. So welcome to this channel, the Dobsonian Power channel. Make sure you subscribe for more, because we stream a lot and we will be keeping doing that. And also a weekly video, a different perspective for you to have around the telescopes and astronomy. Then we will clean this. This one will work, I think, with the topaz noise. I'm not sure if it's enough for this nebula. See the color? Just a bit this, take off green. Yeah. Take off blue. Yes. Oh, we're starting to see details also here that we can't. I think the next time I will do other part of the nebula. I usually don't do mosaics, but if I capture all the parts, maybe 4 times, no, it will be cumbersome to do that. But the next time, look, the details, more and more details here. Dandelion, I suggest you a smaller one to practice with go-to. He doesn't want a smaller one, he wants the best one. He wants a huge one. Not really, but it's like it's too manual. You can't do this. You can do visual, it will be great, but not this kind of stuff. And imagine that 16-inch with Dobsonian, with a planetary nebula, it will go further in deeper in the sky. It will be great, even visually. I chose the 16-inch because the quality price is the most affordable. That's why I will discuss with the producer to attach a go-to. Trust me, you buy with a go-to. Trust me, trust me, trust me. You will thank me in the future. Buy the best, the biggest one that you can buy with your budget, but with a go-to.
Dobsonian power.
Okay, let me see. 80 minutes. Let's boost a bit. Okay, and save as scene. And now let's do the quick astrophotography. I will close this. Oh, I close without stopping the live stack, and this gone mad. Of course. Now what? Oops. Okay. F11. Let's see the result. Now I have to place here. As I renamed the folder of the Kiss Nebula, now it opened another folder, SharpCap. Now I will place here Rosette, Nebula, finally. 12 Nexus, to know what I have here. And open it. Now first I will have to crop it, of course. This is all messed up. So crop this. Oh, I have to crop there. This. At the bottom was not needed. Yeah, I have to crop more. Okay. No. Yes. Yes, I will. You see, with the rotation and the bed tracking, it will cut loads of frames at the edges. But that's okay. So this will be what we can do. Save. And now, let's see if it works. Topaz denoise. Pull the image. Pull the image. Is updating. "16" will be a dream, and I don't read the rest. 16" will be a dream, no buts. 16" will be a dream. Yes, it's too much windy. Yes, it is. But we do it anyway. Check the shot. Another good option. He wants aperture. Tiago, are there telescopes that are more special for planetary observation than others for observation of nebulae, galaxies, etc.? What will be the difference between the... It all depends what you want, in what you want. Do you want it for astrophotography? Do you want it to do this, watch images in real time as I do here? EAA, electronically assisted astronomy. Do you want it just for visual? Do you want it like I do for visual, because I love to do visual? And also, pardon, for visual, because I love to do visual, and also to do EAA, to watch the image in real time of what your eyes can't see, because you can't see this, we are watching the Rosette Nebula, and we can't watch like this visually with an eyepiece. No way. It's this kind of image enough for you? Because if it's not, you can't have a, or it's very, you can, technically you can, but it's not very viable to have a 16-inch over an equatorial mount. Not impossible, but for a regular use, home use. So if you want astrophotography only, it should be better to have an astrograph or something, 8-inch, 10-inch maybe, over an equatorial mount. But then you lose the beauty of visual, comfortable visual observation. You can do visual, but it's a cumbersome, in my opinion. With a Newtonian over an equatorial mount, I don't like it. If you like the visual and you want to get decent real-time images like we do here in the live streams, biggest aperture that you can and go to. You have to have tracking. And then you can do with your 16-inch, you can watch visually beautiful images of planets, of planetary nebulae, because it has a larger resolution, it's more powerful. And some galaxies also. Go to fainter objects. You can go deeper in the sky visually. And then, doing EAA, you can watch a bunch of deep sky objects, not the larger ones. As you can see here, with the Rosette Nebula, which has it needs a large field of view. Your 16-inch, even with the Arizona Nexus that increase the size of the sensor, and even with a large sensor, it will be hard. I don't know if with an expensive camera, but that will cost you thousands of euros. A larger sensor, the 6200, no? Well, you will be fine with that, as long as you can handle. You place it on something with wheels to move it, and that's it. with wheels, or if you have it's also a thing that we have to think about. If we can have it permanent in the same place, that's not a problem. It's always the same question and many different answers. It depends on you. So let's see this. Standard, clear, low light is usually the best one. Low light. Yeah, I can buy this. I can buy this. Let me zoom out. Low light. Let's see the result. The left it's the original, at the right will be, this is the original, will be updated. As is a large nebula, we will not see so much the defects. Okay, it's updated. It's better. Yeah, it's a large nebula. The defects are hidden. Of course, save it. Another one for the box. Two Nebula in the night. Gentlemen, even the 12-inch, it's getting, well, I still can handle, but it's heavy. It's heavy. Christopher, I have a 17.5-inch Dob in my driveway. It hasn't moved since I brought it home over a year ago. But on the positive side, it's always ready to use. That's the trick. If it's always ready to use, that all depends. I can talk by myself. If I could have here one large Dobsonian and push it in an easy way outside, just the 12-inch, it's right here after these curtains. So if I could have here some way to push it up, push it to outside and then pull it down, pull it inside, no problem. But I can't handle, of course, such a weight. 12-inch, I think it's the threshold for me. More than 12-inch, even truss, well, the truss gets them lighter. Let's see the result of the rosette. Oh, it's not bad. Then we can tweak the with Photoshop Express, but I think I will leave it like this, with a natural color of this beautiful night with you. Good details here. Just adjust this, not here in this screen. Okay, thank you very much for hanging in this live stream. I will be streaming again next week. We will be with decent weather. It's a forecast, so expect maybe Monday, Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday it's a good day if it's a good night. Thank you again. Go to Discord, stick with us because we keep in touch there and it's a very healthy community there. Thank you and have a great weekend with the Dobsonian power. Bye bye.